Hello everyone, this is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com. That's my website where you can go to find out more about forex trading. And we're just going to jump into it and get started straight away with the weekly analysis, which is for the 24th of July, 2023. As usual, we look at the high impact news, and this week there is a ton of high impact news. So it's very important that we check out forexfactory.com to see what's coming up for this week. Also, we look at the profit and loss from the trades that I shared with you last week. And of course, as usual, I will share my new trades, the pending orders that I have in place for this upcoming week of the 24th of July. So here we are on forexfactory.com, our usual information database that keeps us aware of all of the financial fundamental items that will be released during the week. And it's so much this week that I cannot even get it on one screenshot. So we have lots of stuff coming out on Monday, all right, with the euro, the pound, the US. On Tuesday, just one item on the US economy. Then on Wednesday, only related to the Australian economy. So those will be early in the morning Asian time. And then on Thursday, the big one. This is 1 a.m. Thursday morning in Asia or late Wednesday night in Asia. Okay, the FOMC statement. Very big high impact news item that we need to be aware of and watch out for. And then later in the day on Thursday, some more information, the usual unemployment claims, which is every Thursday for the US economy. And then on Friday, some news on the Japanese yen, and it's always tentative. We never know the exact time. They always do that with the Central Bank of Japan. And then some news on the euro, and then on the Canadian dollar, and then again on the US economy, closing out the week on Friday. So lots and lots of high impact news items. And again, these are the Asian times, so be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times and be very aware of all of these news items that will come out and, as you know, do dramatically sometimes affect the movement of our currencies and commodities. So let's start off with gold, and that was our cash cow last week. And the pending order was 1950 for gold, a buy limit, and that opened on Monday during the US session. And then went down just a little bit, but then came back up and closed with profit on the US session. And then on Tuesday was just a fantastic day. It escalated, just took off like a ballistic missile. And if you even closed it on Tuesday, you would have finished up with about over 300 pips. But then it came down a little bit, went sideways during the day on Wednesday, and then went up a little bit more on Thursday, and giving a total of 350 pips if you held on to that to the very end. But a very profitable trade on gold this week with the entry point at 1950, and then the high on Thursday of 1987. So great move on gold. Euro US not doing so well. Okay, the pending order, the buy limit did open at 1.1170 on the Thursday session, but then right now at the moment we're in minus 50 pips. So you could have been stopped out on that one. It depends where you place your stop loss. I usually use 100 pips as a stop loss on currency pairs. Okay, so I'm still holding on to this one, the Euro US. The pound New Zealand, oh, it's just giving us all kinds of problems. It's just so hard to get something with this one occasionally, but I mean, you can see the move just in 1 week here. A huge move up, a huge move down, and a huge move up. All in a period of 5 days. The pound New Zealand is just makes me crazy sometimes. So I had the from last week, I posted this order here, turning pound New Zealand turning bearish, which it was. If you look back on the chart, turning bearish last week. Okay, that looks beautiful. Let's go. It's going to change the direction, but this week it just had something else in mind, and so this sell trade on this pullback at 2.0565, you would have got really hammered during the week because for sure this is over 300 pips. The stop loss was hit. And then it started to come back down, but if you go for it again, then you get stopped out again. So the pound New Zealand just not giving us any happiness lately. The odd US buy limit, you would have had to been very quick on Wednesday to get 17 pips out of this one, because it then went the wrong direction, came back up, got another little bit above the entry point there, but then fell down hard during Thursday and Friday session. So very, very short move on the odd US. You could have got 17 pips. The New Zealand US unfortunately hit the stop loss. So many things have just gone the wrong direction this week. With the pound US, which has been very, very good on many trades for us in the past, could have only gave us 60 pips this week. And that was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go back one day. Yeah, on midweek, it did open on Tuesday, then midweek on Wednesday during the US session got up for a total of 60 pips on that one. And you say, well, how do you get that total 60 pips? Well, you might not get the whole 60 pips, but what you do, and I've said this before many times, once the trade opens and you move 20 or 30 pips into profit, you have a couple of options. You can either take partial profit and then move your stop loss above the break even. So when it does come back and go the wrong direction, you get stopped out with at least something or break even. Or once it goes 20 to 30 pips, you can move your stop loss up right behind it, all right, and possibly get stopped out with a very, very short profit. Or you can, once it moves in the right direction, take partial profit and then move your stop loss above break even and let the partial profit that's remaining, let that continue to run, and you get as much as you can out of the trade. But the maximum you could have got on the pound US was 60. It was an excellent trade last week. A very good profit of 116 pips. It opened early in the week, hit our sell limit at 1.3240, came crashing down, gave us good profit over a 3-day period, and then did a U-turn and headed back up to our resistance zone. The Euro CAD did not work out. Okay, had a buy limit at 1.4750. That did open, but only gave us about 5 or 10 pips. And then if you were watching the chart, you could have got out real quick, but it's not likely that that happened. So that one hit the stop loss. The USD JPY was a good one. Okay, opened very early in the week with our sell limit at 138.85, and then came down, gave us a total of 115 pips. With gold, we need to be cautious this week. As you saw last week, gold is bullish. It has been bullish for a while, but it made it up to 1987 before making a big drop, and we could just call that a correction, a pullback to a very strong support zone of 1960. All right, the sellers are trying to take control. The bears are trying to make a move. If they break and close below 1960, then the next support level would be 1950, as you see here. And if they can break and close below 1950, the next support level would be 1932. But remember, we have the FOMC midweek, all right, late Wednesday night in Asia or early Thursday morning. So that could be a catalyst for gold to either continue a bearish move, which I'm not expecting. I'm expecting gold to continue its bullish run, which we have been seeing a nice strong bullish run, and throughout July and August. So we need to be cautious, be nimble, be quick, all right? And don't get trapped. Don't chase the candles. Trust your strategy. I don't have a pending order at the moment. I'm waiting to see if the sellers can break below 1960. And then if that happens, and it looks like they're making a push, the next level would be 1950. And the same thing, if they can break that and make another push down, then the next level of support would be 1932. So gold is one we need to keep our eyes on this week. Now I'll go through quickly on these. The Euro US, I am at least this week bullish on the US dollar, so I have a sell limit on the Euro US at 1.1150. The pound New Zealand, I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay, just let it do what it wants to do and make up its mind. You see, it's probably going to go right back up to this very strong resistance zone where it's been 1, 2, 3 times recently, and also it's going to hit that trend line, and then I expect it will start to fall back down again. But I'm getting a little bit annoyed. The pound New Zealand just doesn't want to play the game with me, so this week I'm going to leave that one alone. No pending order on the pound New Zealand. The odd US, a sell limit at 0.6740. The New Zealand US, a sell limit at 0.6200. The pound US, a sell limit at 1.2875. The USD CAD, a buy limit at 1.3185. The Euro CAD, a sell limit at 1.4730. And finally, the USD JPY, a buy limit at 140.85. Here is the free indicator that I said I would give you. And this is a support and resistance indicator. And it shows you from R1 to R5, the resistance levels, and S1 to S5, the support levels, and also shows you the pivot point for the day. And these numbers are updated automatically when the market opens every day. I've been using this indicator for 7 or 8 years. It's very accurate, easy to install, easy to use, and I wish you all the best with it.